Hello learners, in today's video we're going to learn about numeric functions. If we take in numeric functions means there are 9 types of functions are there. In this episode we are going to learn about the first function which is absolute function. In absolute function first we will see the syntax for absolute function. This is the syntax for absolute function. If we take the syntax means the syntax contains a select absolute number. Through some queries we'll be learning more in detail about absolute function. So I'm switching to mysql workbench. In numeric function, the first function we are going to see is absolute function. And this is the first query we are going to see in absolute function. If we take this query means in this query, we need to find the absolute value for minus 23. Since we need to find the absolute value for minus 23, no. So we need to solve this query by using absolute function. To solve this query by using absolute function, the first thing we need to know is the syntax for absolute function. If we take the syntax means this is the syntax for absolute function, no. So I'm using this syntax in a mysql workbench. If we take the syntax means the syntax contains select absolute number. Since we need to find the absolute value for minus 23, no. So instead of number, I'm substituting as a minus 23. Now the query is done. What this query will do is this query will find the absolute value for minus 23. The absolute value for minus 23 is 23. Let us check whether this query is giving the output as 23 or not. Now I'm executing this query by using Ctrl plus Enter key. And in the output, we can clearly see it has written as 23. The output what we have got in mysql workbench is matching with our expected output. So now I'm closing this output tab. Now with the first query, I will explain the definition for absolute function. This is the first query we have seen in absolute function, and this is the output what we have got after solving this query. So through this, I will explain the definition for absolute function. Absolute function will take a number as input, and it will find the absolute value or positive value for that number and return that absolute value as the output. I am repeating the definition again. Absolute function will take a number as input, and it will find the absolute value or positive value for that number and return that absolute value as the output. So this is the definition for absolute function. Now I'm switching to mysql workbench. This is the second query we are going to see in absolute function. In this query, we need to find the absolute value for 76. Since we need to find the absolute value for 76, no. So we need to solve this query by using absolute function. So to solve this query by using absolute function, first thing we need to know is the syntax for absolute function. The syntax for absolute function is this, no. So I'm using this syntax in mysql workbench. Since we need to find the absolute value for 76, no. So instead of a number, I'm giving it as 76. Now the query is done. What this query will do is this query will find the absolute value for 76. The absolute value for 76 is 76. Let us check whether this query is giving 76 as the output or not. Now I'm executing this query by using Ctrl plus Enter key. And in the output, we can clearly see it has written as 76. And the output what we have got in mysql workbench is matching with our expected output. So now I'm closing this output tab. In this video, we have seen about numeric function. In numeric function, the first function we have seen is absolute function. In absolute function, first we have seen the syntax for absolute function. Then we have seen the definition for absolute function. Through some queries, we have learned more in detail about absolute function. In absolute function, this is the first query we have seen. This is the second query we have seen in absolute function. So that's all for today's video, learners. If you have learned something valuable, means please hit that like button. And if you think this video will be useful for your friends, means please share this video to them. And for more video like this, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is RV signing off from here. See you guys in the next video.